So I got a question here. Morning flex. We have a question now. This is not a hate video. Just sharing my comments and criticisms. Someone said, "Can you please do a video response to high carb Hannah, vasectomy reversal, Derek and Hannah? Two people I know personally. Two people who got together through the community I created. Derek met Hannah from my community, vice versa. I know them personally. I knew them both before they even met each other, knew each other. So I can speak from a personal experience. So again, not hating, just sharing my comments and criticisms. I know I say that like in troll videos, but this is genuine. This is genuine. I know them both, so I can say that I know them both. I know them both personally. I knew them before they had any internet subscribers, etc. Helped Derek's channel get going. He used to call it Unconventional Living, and then I think he's doing some handyman channel now, which is good. He's enjoying that. And then High Carb Hannah, I remember she came to my free festival in 2014, I think it was. And in Chiang Mai, Thailand, she was quite overweight. She's like, she was keen. She's like, she goes, I helped her create the channel name High Carb Hannah. And I remember monetizing her account, helping show her how to do that and getting it going in the first few videos. And I remember she came there. She wanted to lose weight. And she's like, what do I do? What do I do? And I remember one time we were at a restaurant together and she was sitting in front of me and she had this big plate of like all this vegan, oily, fatty, greasy protein food. And I can't remember if I said it at the time about like, you know, why are you eating so much fat if you want to lose weight. I'm not sure if I said that. I should have said it, but I'm not sure if I did or whatever. But anyway, I think Hannah made a video later on saying, oh, I've not lost any weight. And then I said, I did a video or something, me and Philly did like a Q&A, and I said, oh, you're eating too much fat and protein, blah, blah, blah. And she got offended. She made a video, and then that went viral, and then her channel started kicking on. And then we had a bit of banter there. And I said we should not banter and, take those videos down or sledging us, and I'll give you some more tips. And then, boom, we started working a bit together there. I was giving her thumbnail ideas and video tips, and just boom, launched. Yeah, because people want inspiration. So anyway, that's my background history with Hannah and Derek. Derek got a vasectomy through a doctor I recommend called Dr. Snip. Apparently he wanted to do a reversal. I watched a little snippet the other day. Someone sent me where they went to Brazil or somewhere and did ayahuasca and he wants to get his vasectomy reversed. So I find that humorous because I know them personally. And he totally could be trolling. This could be always the big troll. But I think going to take drugs like ayahuasca, something I have personal experience with, but I never think it's healthy to do. I wouldn't recommend anyone do ayahuasca. I wouldn't recommend anyone. If you want to do stuff, smoke a few cones or get drunk or pop some, fucking smart drugs or whatever. But even then, you don't really need to do that. But if you want to get an idea what goes on, then yeah, you can do that. But if you don't do anything, make sure you do it around safe people you trust, people you can feel comfortable and safe around. Otherwise, I've seen people get really fucked over, man, on some of these drugs. Do you need these things to have visions and keep your life purpose going on? No, you don't. No, you don't at all. If you want to really get in life purpose, then spend an entire day in a dark room or go out into nature, just with food and water. No one else, just you, and go into nature. Don't come back until you have some life goals and purpose there. So I find that is incredibly way more powerful than doing any psychedelic drug, which I have experience with. Back in the 90s, did a lot of psychedelic drugs, mushrooms, psilocybin, lysergic acid, diethylene, all this stuff, ecstasy, all these things. And then they're all shit, really, compared to the insights I have from eating low-fat, high-carb vegan fruit, like quality fruit. You want to change your brain, come here to Thailand and indulge in some high brix value fruit, or go to Adelaide in summertime, just smash some high quality fruit. That shit changes your head. Tree ripened fruit that's never been in a refrigerator, that's grown locally, or maybe in your back, just that shit, man, is fucking crazy. Right? That's the best drug. That really opens up your head, man. Durian. You have some quality durian, shit's getting, yeah. Those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Especially as you get older, Yeah, I look back in the day, and even the mistakes made last year, it's incredible the growth you get. Anyway, topic of this discussion is vasectomy reversal, and I'm just giving you a little video about ayahuasca and stuff. Anyway, I know them personally. I don't think that they would be good parents. Not because they're bad people, but I find that I've seen them both flip out over small stuff. And Derek losing his shit over his bike, he got a flat tire one time, and Hannah was getting frustrated here and there. But and that's normal stuff. But I don't think today's generation, especially our social media narcissists. I mean, all us people with decent subscribers, audience on social media, we're all narcissists. I don't think narcissists should be parents because we're too self-absorbed, And people are like, I want to have a kid and it's going to be a game changer. No, it's not, man. You're going to have so much pressure in a relationship. And us social media people, we love having all day to do what we want. And when you got a kid in there, it's like, whoa, now you got this kid responsibility, which is great. And if you do want to have kids, I get that. But how about we adopt? What? Okay, so someone wants to have a kid. They're dead set. Okay, I disagree with you. My purpose is to raise a conscious child. Great. That's really fucking awesome. But this is for everyone out there, all right? Why don't you just adopt? Oh, it costs too much money. Do you think having kids cheap? Do you know what opportunity cost is? Opportunity cost is when not money going out, it's the money not making in because now you're got this responsibility to look after. Which if you want to do, great, do that. But why not adopt? Oh, it costs too much money. Do you know how much kids cost? I just said that. I'm going to say it again. Do you know how much kids cost to raise? The opportunity cost plus outgoing expenses. Over $1 million US. Easily. Especially if you're going to feed that kid quality food. We know that quality food ain't cheap. Especially if you're in Australia, Europe, even Thailand. A bit of quality durian is like, $20 for like maybe that much. Durian flesh. $20 snack. It's insane. Go to KFC, $5, $2. $20 for some local organic durian that grew from someone's backyard. We got some incredible durian the other day from a backyard farmer at the market. It was fucking wickedly awesome. But there was only one because the man sort of is going crazy. Elephant's going to China. And so I had this amazing durian, but only 5 years ago I could come here and they're $1 each, unlimited. Now they're $20 each, extremely limited. Meanwhile, KFC, McDonald's, little $1 pork buns from 7-Eleven, every fucking corner store. So things are going good and bad, but they're going bad at a greater rate. So, okay, adoption, can't afford adoption. Okay, be a foster. If you can't afford to adopt, you can't afford to have kids. And if you can't afford to have kids financially, you shouldn't have them. Because you want me to give them the proper food that they need for their brains to grow properly and be conscious people. And even then you can give your kids conscious food. It doesn't mean they're going to be like you. They could be better than you or worse than you. I know plenty of children out there. I'm 41 in a few weeks. And I've met a lot of vegan parents out there, or just healthy parents, parents who weren't into drugs. Now, my mum wasn't into meth. My mum wasn't into doing crazy shit. I got into that though. It's just you become a person of your environment. So you can raise your kid on an organic farm in Hawaii, but eventually that kid's going to get out there in the real world. And they're going to get exploited and exposed to mass media marketing and advertising and drugs and alcohol and social media pressures. Can you imagine, look at the social media, how cutthroat it is now. Look at even in the vegan community right now. Like people don't really do collabs unless there's something in there for them. I'm the only channel still that has a decent audience, 186 million views or whatever, who's still promoting other smaller channels. I've done it less and less because I've been burnt so much, but no one's doing that. No one's put on free festivals and stuff like that. It's all about the money, 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 money. And if people are your friend until they see it as competition, and then it's like, fuck you, blah blah blah. So everyone, like people always wrote to me, Harley, help me with this, help me with that. Do you think I could write to those people today and ask them for a favour? Hey, can you give such and such a shout out or whatever? Do you think it's going to happen? Ain't going to happen. I know because I've asked. So it's like if our vegan community is fucking dead cutthroat, what's going to happen in 20 years' time? These people get out of your ayahuasca or LSD bubble or whatever, or your hippie woo-woo Maui Instagram pages. That shit ain't real. Those parents, man, they don't show what's going on behind the scenes. They don't show the kid shitting himself and smearing it on the kitchen cabinet. They don't show the husband checking out the chick down the road, or the wife getting action from the guy next door because the husband's away from work or whatever, or just not feeling the attention that she needs. We don't see that. We just see this like LUT. Do you know what a LUT is? So it's photos, filters that people use. We see the LUT. We see the perfect shot. We don't see what's really going on. So people think, oh, I'm going to have kids, it's going to be this perfect Hawaii paradise. It ain't, man. It fucking ain't. And I know it ain't, because I know all these people, and I'm in person, I know friends of friends, and it's just, it ain't what it is. But anyway, so adopt. If you don't want to adopt, then be a foster parent. All right? Think about that. Think about giving an opportunity for all the kids out there who will never ever have the opportunities that we have. All the foster kids out there who are just going to get fucking exploited, sexually exploited, all this stuff, all this craziness that goes on in foster homes. Drug exposure, or maybe they don't get exposed to that, but they get exposed to the meat mindset, the protein mindset, all that stuff. Why don't we give these foster? If you're dead set on wanting that responsibility of being a parent, why not be a foster parent? Why not do that? Why bring another kid into the planet when over 27,000 kids will die today? How can we really say we're conscious parents in 2018? We're like, well, I want to have more kids. But what about the orphans, man? I don't want to be a parent. I get that. So I had a vasectomy. But people who do want to be parents, again, I'm not talking about people who've already got kids. You can't change them. You can't send them back for warranty. Can't send them to me. You got kids, great, you got them. But if we're going to have more, why not adopt? Why not be foster parents? Why not? Why not? Why not put out some sort of service where people pay, like for daycare or something? Maybe you do like for 2 weeks, look after someone else's kid, and they pay you $1,000 or $500 or whatever. And you get to influence that kid, stuff like that. Like, why not? Don't tell the parents what you're going to feed them. keep out in the lowdown. But it's a crazy world, mate. It's a fucking crazy world where parents go to prison in Italy or something if they feed their kids vegan. Or whatever is going on over there. It's just fucking crazy, man. So people say, Harley, you're wrong. It's like, man, I've got friends who had kids. And I said to them, don't have kids, get a vasectomy, but whatever. They're like, oh, no, I love this person. 2 years later, broken up. Fucking legal shit, fighting, kids fucked up. I knew a kid who got raised raw food, turned out to be grew up, did his own thing, loves KFC, loves smoking cigarettes, loves getting pissed, Still a chill guy, but totally destroyed his mum's ideal, Mum thought, oh, my kid's going to be a rainbow child. He's a rainbow child at KFC and fucking just smoking cigarettes and drinking piss every weekend. So I can tell you crazy stories, man. If you meet me in person, I'll tell you some crazy stories. Just really heart-destroying stories. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be a parent and to put so much effort into your kids and just seeing them getting caught up into drugs and drug abuse and alcohol abuse. If you do drugs, alcohol a couple times a year, whatevs, as long as you're staying safe, not getting fucked up. But, think of all these kids out there going to be addicted to ice. Look at the ice epidemic going out there. You want to bring kids into that reality? Like, why, man? Why not help the kids who are here today? So this video is for anyone out there who's considering having kids. Get a vasectomy, be a foster parent, be a mentor. Just be like Daddy Duran Rider. And think of imagine if I had kids, imagine if me and Freely had kids back in the day. We wouldn't have had the community we have now. I've been able to, and Freely did as well, we've been able to give so much time to people, Think of all the channels that I created, the community I created, because I didn't have kids. All these people I could spend time. I mean, all these people wrote me in person. Joey Carbstrong, James Aspie, the vegan couple. I created most of these people's channel names, by the way. I'm not saying that to be like, look at me. I'm just saying that that's my goal, was to create community. And I did that because I could put all my passion into other people instead of raising a child. Got Freely going. I got Tori going. I got Vegan Games going. Ravana, Fully All Christina, Doug Graham, got all those crew banging on YouTube, and so many more. I can't think of many, Maddie Lindbergh, so many out there. I can't even think of everyone off the top of my head. All these people came to me in person or wrote to me in person. I could sit down with most of them and help them with anything, because I had that time. Mr. and Mrs. Vegan helped them get going. I remember answering Veg Source Jeff Nelson all his questions about his daughters. For getting on YouTube and they're like trying to be singers and stuff. I said, don't be singers, man. These girls got YouTube potential. Forget singing. And then they focus on YouTube and then they should do more content by the way. But it's just, I've been able to answer thousands and thousands and thousands of emails and spend thousands of hours with people one-on-one because I didn't have kids. In this whole vegan community, you're watching Carb Hannah and Derek because of me. Daddy Duran Rider, who helped them. I built a community where they met each other through. I had one-on-one time with them both. It helped them become where they're at now. If I had kids, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have done that. I would have had to charge for my fees. And when you start charging stuff, then you cut your impact right off, cut it right down, because when you give stuff away for free, that's how the Christians and the church done so well, because they give so much for free. Get it out there. So if I had kids, I couldn't do that. But yeah, if you want to have kids, be a foster parent. Be a foster parent. Be like me, an irresponsible, reckless redneck Harley, and be like an internet daddy where people come to you for advice or support, and you can give it to them freely. Stuff like that. So it is crazy, and the body changes, your hormones change after having kids. Not many guys understand that. How a woman sees herself after having children is definitely different to how she saw herself before she had a baby. It's totally different. Ask any single mum out there, ask any mum out there, ask any husband. It's like, who's really going to be open and honest with you? It's totally different, man. Totally different. So people got to be aware. Everyone thinks it's going to be this fucking rainbow Maui child thing. It fucking never is, mate. On Instagram it is, but in real life it never fucking is. Putting a kid in, I don't know. I can talk for fucking hours on this one. But anyway, people always say, Harley, you're wrong, or whatever. But like time proves otherwise. It's just like people I spoke to 10 years ago, 15 years ago about carbohydrates. Oh, carbs make you fat. I looked at that. And sometimes I'm up late at night or whatever, or up early in the morning, have a sniff through Facebook and just sort of look what's going on. And you see people. You see people out there. So what's over here? Too risky future. But anyway, it's like, help people out, and the more kids you don't have, the more people you can help out. Simple as that, man. Help your friends who have got kids. They're overwhelmed. There's single mums in your town who are fucking overwhelmed with just been dumped with a kid. Some fuckboy got a prego, or some drunk or whatever did a runner, or maybe they just didn't work out as parents, And so you got single mums and dads out there. I know people that their husband or wife just died, and now they're a single parent. Let's help those people out. Because I'll tell you what, mate, these people are fucking overwhelmed with the responsibilities they've got now. So I think as humans, people, it's not my kid, it's your kid, mate. We're all on this planet together. This is one planet. It's not my country, it's not my suburb, it's not my son. Yes, it is. It's your fucking responsibility, man. Because I'll tell you what, if it's not your responsibility, it soon will be when their kids are fucking around with your kids. All right, so let's make the world a better place. Let's stop breeding, and let's start helping the fucking people out there on the planet today. Let's be less fucking cutthroat, less cunty, less arrogant, less pretentious, less racist, less bigotry, whatever you call it. Let's just be more chill, and just, mate, travel with your bicycle, travel around, get out of these expensive ayahuasca retreats or whatever, living in a bubble, driving cars around. Like, get on a bike and smell and see the world for what it is. And talk to the foster kids. Go visit the orphans here in Cambodia or Thailand or in parts of Africa, Go and visit the homeless kids in the US and say, hey, do you love your life on the streets? Always, every night, risk of predators. Do you really enjoy that? Like, how can we have kids homeless in the US? How can we have kids homeless in Australia? And there's people like, I want to have a baby. It's going to have pretty blue eyes. Come on, man. What the fuck are we doing? Come on. As humans, we've got to wake the fuck up. If like, it's bad ayahuasca if you didn't have these planetary visions. If you have this little, like, self-absorbed vision, you got the wrong stuff. Just having that stuff or whatever should be like a planetary vision of going, wow, I've got to put my selfish desires in the back burner here. There's kids starving in Africa, Australia. There's kids starving next door. Next door, the family next door to you, that kid's starving from good fruit. They're not getting properly nourished with high-quality fruit. You want to do something? Give them some quality grapes off the vine. Make them feel divine from food from divine. This is craziness going on. People just, it's fucking pernicious. Come to the Philippines. Come with me to the Philippines, to our city. I'll take you to the slums. There's no there's hardly any abortions in the Philippines. Population's exploding. Pollution's exploding. Such nice people. Incredible people, the Filipinos. Civil war going on. Craziness going on there. Come to Davao City and come to the orphans. Oh man. People are just living in their fucking YouTube bubble, aren't we? We are living in that bubble. Anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. Not hating, just saying people got to be more responsible. Think before you fuck, and think before you get your vasectomy reversed. Think about the orphans. Think about the foster kids. Think about the the single mums and the single dads. Think about the kids next door, both sides of your house, on this street, wherever you live. Think about those kids who aren't getting the sport they need. They're not getting the adventure they need. They're not getting the love, time, and affection they need. They're not getting the discipline they need. They're not getting the role models they need. Their role models are fucking Lady Gaga or Nicki Minaj or fucking some fuckboy, steroid boy, John Cena dude, whatever. That's the role models kids are looking up to. Some gangster shit. Gucci Gang. Little Pump. Everybody should not have kids until Little Pump is a fucking... like I'm being an advocate on YouTube. Little Pump is enough reason to keep your vasectomy or get one. Get a double vasectomy because Little Pump. Gucci Gang. What a joke.